Hey everybody, this is Tim Reed from the Firetime Podcast, and in light of the murder of George Floyd and all of the unrest across the United States as tensions raise, protests and riots move throughout the country, this week on the podcast, we are going to take a moment to blackout, pun intended, and stand in solidarity with people who have not been afforded the same privilege as other folks in their communities. And I know that the issue of systemic racism is nuanced, and it is a large issue that there are many opinions on. But what I want us to be thinking about is that regardless of where you sit on that issue, if you're listening to this podcast, I would guess that many of you have been given opportunities in life that are an immense blessing that a lot of other people don't have. And I was actually talking about this with my wife the other day, that there's many things in my life that I don't have to worry about because I'm a man. And there are many situations she's in where she does have to worry. And realizing that life experiences can be so different just between genders. The same thing is true for the color of your skin. And my hope this week is that instead of listening to this podcast, my hope would be that you find somebody that has a different life experience than you, and you sit and talk with them about it. For those of us that have been afforded immense privilege due to a variety of factors, it's a time for us to listen. At the end of the day, regardless of your point of view, there are many people that have not experienced life the same way as you. And especially in light of seeing just heinous acts of evil like the murder of George Floyd becoming more and more commonplace across our country, my hope for you this week is that you take time to think, you take time to listen, and in whatever way possible, you do something about it. This is a time to realize that there are many who have had a vastly different experience of life than us, and we would be very wise to listen to them. So my hope for you is that this week is spent listening, learning, and serving. We'll talk to you guys soon.